पावन हरिनाम संकीर्तन की, श्रील प्रभुपाद की जय। ओम विष्णुपाद परमहंस परिव्राजकाचार्य स्तोत्रक्षे श्रीमद हिज डिवाइन ग्रेस श्रील अभय चरणारविंद भक्ति वेदांत गोस्वामी महाराज प्रभुपाद की, इस्कॉन संस्थापक जय। ओम विष्णुपाद परमहंस परिव्राजकाचार्य हिज डिवाइन ग्रेस श्रील भक्ति सिद्धांत सरस्वती ठाकुर प्रभुपाद अनंत कोटि वैष्णव वृंद की, नामाचार्य श्रीदास ठाकुर की, प्रेम से कहो श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद, श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासदि गौर भक्तवृंद की, श्री श्री राधा कृष्ण गोपीनाथ श्याम सुंदर राधा ब्रजभूमि श्री वृंदावन धाम की, पुरुषोत्तम क्षेत्र से जगन्नाथपुरी धाम की, गंगा माई जमुना माई की, भक्ति देवी तुलसी महारानी की, कलयुग पावन हरिनाम संकीर्तन की, हरे कृष्ण महामंत्र की, श्रील प्रभुपाद ट्रांसलेशन बुक डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन की, निताय गौर प्रेमानंदे। ऑल ग्लोरीज टू assembled devotees, all glories to assembled devotees, all glories to assembled devotees, all glories to Sri Guru and Sri Gauranga. हरे कृष्णा। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय, ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय, ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय, ओम अज्ञानतिमिरन्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मिलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। नमो ओम विष्णुपादाय कृष्णप्रेष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदांत स्वामिनीति नामिने, नमस्ते सरस्वती देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पाश्चात्य देशतारिणे। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासदि गौर भक्तवृंद। हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। हरे कृष्णा। So thank you Srivas Das Bihari Prabhu for your kind introduction, and gratitude to Sitaram Prabhu and the team of devotees here at ISKCON Attapur for welcoming me here and allowing me to have the beautiful darshan of Shri Shri Radha Madhav, Jagannath Baladev Subhadra and Shri Shri Gaur Nitai. So congratulations for installing these deities, building this temple at very short notice, and creating hope in this part of Hyderabad for all the souls who are seeking the wonderful darshan of their lordships. So your deities are Shri Shri Radha Madhav. So Madhav is the husband of the goddess of fortune. Last one. ठीक है, ऐसे दे दे। ये just so people in this world are looking for fortune and auspiciousness. So in the discussion between Ramananda Rai and Lord Chaitanya, Ramananda Rai expresses his great fortune to have Lord Chaitanya's association, and he says, Mahanta swabhava ei taurite pamar nija karya nahi tabuja tara ghar. That great devotees like you are always traveling, creating auspiciousness for others. Mahat vicharanam nranam grihinam dina chetasam nishreyasaya bhagavan kalpatena anyatha kvachit. So when Gargacharya visits the house of Nanda Maharaj, at that time he glorifies him with this. So Ramananda Rai says, I want to hear from you. But Lord Chaitanya says, no, I want to hear from you. And the intense desire of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is manifested by Ramananda Rai when he speaks Harikatha. And Mahaprabhu hears from the lotus lips of Ramananda Rai. And then he says, Prabhu ko he aage koho shunite paye sukhe apurvamrita nadi bohe tomara mukhe. That an unprecedented river of nectar is flowing from your lips. I want this nectar to continue. Please speak further. And then Ramananda Rai says, actually, my dear Lord, I am simply a parrot repeating what you want me to repeat. I am a puppet in your hands. Hrudaya prerana kar jihvai kahavani ki kohi ye bhalamand kichui na jani. You give inspiration from within. You give the words on my tongue. What I am speaking is proper or improper, I do not know. So Ramananda Rai glorifies Lord Chaitanya like this, and Mahaprabhu immediately responds and says, Prabhu ko he mayavadi ami to sannyasi bhakti tattva nahi jani mayavadi bhasi. He says, actually you are glorifying me, but actually I am a mayavadi sannyasi. I do not know bhakti tattva. I am completely dedicated to impersonalism. So Mahaprabhu is speaking like this. And then Mahaprabhu says, Sarva bhauma sange mora mana nirmala hoila Krishna bhakti tattva kaha tahare puchila. So Mahaprabhu says, in association of Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya, my heart got transformed. In the association of Sarvabhauma. Krishna bhakti tattva kaha. I asked him, please tell me Krishna bhakti tattva. So, when Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu came to Jagannath Puri, Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya was actually one of the greatest impersonalists. And Mahaprabhu then, in a debate, finally convinced him and he became a devotee. So who preached to whom? And who transformed whom from impersonal philosophy to personalist? It was Lord Chaitanya who preached to Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya. But Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is taking a humble position. Because, Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu in that conversation also said that Jivera Nistara Lagi Sutra Kaila Vyas, that to deliver the souls, Vyasdev has created the Vedic literatures. And your interpretation is simply covering everything. So therefore, Mayavad Bhashya Shunile Hue Sarvanash. So Prabhupada was in Amritsar. There was a Sant Sammelan. Prabhupada was going to be the next speaker, and at that time it so happened that Prabhupada heard everybody saying, I am God, we can become one with God, one with God. So Prabhupada got fed up, he just got up and started walking away. So Gurudas Prabhu was with Prabhupada, he immediately ran to Prabhupada and stopped him and said, Prabhupada, you are the next speaker. Prabhupada said, no, I am not speaking. He said, but who will speak on behalf of ISKCON if you don't speak? Prabhupada said, you speak. He said, but Prabhupada, I am so new, I don't know anything. Prabhupada said the level at which they are speaking, whatever you know is more than enough. So then Gurudas Prabhu came on stage on behalf of Prabhupada and said, "You are all saying everything is one, but my challenge to you is Rasgulla, the sweet, same as stool on the street?" So there was a gasp of shock from the assembled sadhus, and they got totally bewildered. And they came up to Prabhupada after his talk and complained, "Your disciple is telling us to eat stool on the street." Prabhupada turned to Gurudas Prabhu and said, "Is this what you told?" Gurudas Prabhu said, "No, Prabhupada, I just gave an example. They are saying everything is one, the stool on the street and Rasgulla, the sweet, both can't be same. I gave an example, it was an analogy." Prabhupada said, okay. Prabhupada turned to all of them who were complaining, the sadhus, and said, "My American disciples give very graphic examples. Don't feel offended." So they left. Prabhupada turned to Gurudas Prabhu and said, "What was that Rasgulla, the sweet and stool on the street? Very good example." So Prabhupada personally emphasized that impersonalism has to be overcome and personal philosophy needs to be established. And here was Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya, who was the leader of the impersonalists, and Mahaprabhu had transformed him, and he is telling at this stage, Mahaprabhu is telling, in association of Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya, I got transformed. And then Mahaprabhu says, when I got transformed in the association of Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya, then I asked him further. "Teho kahe ami nahi jani Krishna katha, sobe Ramananda jane teho nahi atha." So he recommended that I come to you. It was Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya's recommendation. So Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya, at that point, he recommended Ramananda Rai Ache Godavari Tire Adhikari Hoye Teho Vidyanagare. There is Ramananda Rai who is on the banks of Godavari, and he is a politician. He is a governor. But my dear Lord, you should go and hear from the politician. Are Mahaprabhu sannyasi, Brahman, is telling him go and hear from politician. But he says he is not an ordinary politician. Why? Because alaukik vakya cheshta tare na bujhiya porihasa koriya chintare Vaishnava boliya. Externally he is a politician, but internally he is highest devotee in consciousness. Therefore you cannot judge him from outside. Therefore he is to be highly respected. Right? And therefore Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya recommends to Mahaprabhu, Shudra Pishayi Jnane Upeksha na koribe Amare Bachanatare Avashya Milibe. Do not neglect him thinking he is a low class family, or he is sense gratifier, or his profession is that of political. No. Amara Vachane, or my instruction, or my request, Tare Avashya Milibe. Please meet him for sure. So therefore Mahaprabhu is sitting here and inspiring Ramananda Rai to speak more and more. And then Mahaprabhu says, Tomar thaniyaila tomar mahima shuniya, tumi mora stuti kar sannyasi janiya. I came to you because I want to hear from you. On the basis of social protocol, for a sannyasi to be respected by a grahastha is proper, I agree. To respect me is your social need, but to hear from you is my spiritual need. And therefore, my spiritual need is more important than your social need. And so stop offering such respect to me. And you take the position of a speaker, I take the position of a hearer. And you please educate me in Krishna Tattva. Kiba Pipra Kiba Nyasi Shudra Kene Noy Jai Krishna Tattva Pita Say Guru Hoy. One who knows the Krishna Tattva, he is eligible to become the Guru. So therefore, Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu established this principle that the basis for heart transformation is association. That association is enabled through 6 loving exchanges. And the place where these exchanges are enabled is the temple. So therefore, Srila Prabhupada established temples of ISKCON all over the world. You have established a beautiful temple here. And the purpose of the temple is to enable heart transformation through the association, through the 6 loving exchanges. And therefore, to have one's heart transformed in that association is a rare privilege. So now, Lord Chaitanya asks Ramananda Rai, what is the greatest fortune in life, in that conversation? So Ramananda Rai, while giving the answer, quotes a verse and he says, Mam anaradya dukkhartha kutumba saktamanasa satsanga rahito martyo vriddha seva parichyuta. He says there are 4 symptoms of fortune. Your deities are Radha, Madhava, husband of the goddess of fortune. By their glance they are creating fortune. What is that fortune? There are 4 types of situations which are symptoms of fortune. First, the opportunity to worship Krishna. Anybody who gets that opportunity is experiencing fortune. The opportunity to serve Krishna is fortune. Therefore, the Nagapatnis, they look at Krishna in bewilderment, seeing how their husband has been blessed, Kaliya. And they say, Kosyanubhavosya nadeva vidmahe tavangri renu sparashadhikara yadvanchaya shri lalana charattapo vihaya kaman suchiram dridaprataha. O Lord Krishna, what kind of austerities have our husband performed? Tavangri renu sparashadhikara, that he has become eligible to receive the dust of the lotus feet of Krishna directly. Yadvanchaya, the desire for which is in the heart of Shri Lakshmi Devi. Lalana charattapo, and aspiring for service to the lotus feet of Lord Krishna, she is performing austerities for unlimited period of time in the forest of Vrindavan. Vihaya kaman suchiram dridavrataha. She is performing determined austerity for long periods of time. So you gave our husband that opportunity. The dust of your lotus feet have done abhishek of our husband's head, Kaliya. So therefore, anybody who gets opportunity to worship Krishna is very fortunate. So therefore, Prabhupada has created opportunity through Vaishnava Satsanga to worship Krishna. And so Prabhupada began in America, but he spread all over the world because he wanted to share this fortune everywhere. And when Prabhupada came to Africa, Krishna consciousness had never ever reached Africa. Many people were bewildered how this is going to spread here. But Prabhupada was very determined. Right? But then Prabhupada had the austerity to deal with the consciousness there. So people had a habit of stealing or taking each other's clothes. So Prabhupada's clothes were stolen by the devotees living in the temple only. So when Prabhupada sat for giving class, he saw the person sitting in front with his own clothes. He was wearing Prabhupada's chadar. So Prabhupada began the lecture by saying, disciples should not steal Guru's clothes. That was the level at which the Bhagavatam began. But Prabhupada was determined to transform the consciousness. And therefore, at that very place, Prabhupada established several temples in various countries in Africa. In one temple, the pujari was offering worship to Radha Shyam Sundar, Radharani white deity, Krishna black deity, and suddenly some gang of terrorists entered and they put the gun on the head of the pujari. Pujari was continuing the arati. So then the leader of the gang who had a gun on the pujari's head asked by pointing to the deities, "Who's this black fellow?" And the pujari said, "He is our God." So then this dacoit pointing to Radharani said, "Who is this lady in white?" And he thought, how will I explain Radharani? He's a dacoit. He said, "This is God's wife." So the dacoit leader turned around and told everybody, "We will leave them alone. Black God has a white wife. Very good." So he also got that inspiration. So right there in Africa, in Malawi, we have our Prabhu preaching for so many years. Right? What's her name? Radhakant. Radhakant Prabhu established the preaching in Malawi beautifully, and translation of Srila Prabhupada's books in so many languages, assisting the African BBT. There was no preaching. Krishna consciousness was established. He established in Malawi. And how he got connected to ISKCON was when I started my college preaching. The first preaching program I did was in his college, in UDCT. And I would go to his hostel every week. And him and one more devotee, two of them were coming every week for the program. For almost 2 years. What's Vivek's name? Yeah. Vanamali Krishna. So all through those 2 years, not too many came, but these two were regular. And he became Radhakant Prabhu. The other person is Vanamali Krishna Prabhu. So both of them are doing excellent, and we are so happy that preaching expanded in Malawi, and now things are continuing with other devotees. Wonderful. So Prabhupada had that vision that Krishna consciousness can expand in every society. Nobody had that conviction before Srila Prabhupada came with that feeling. So therefore, he says the first fortune is opportunity to worship Krishna is the first fortune. Second, Kutumba Saktamanasa, to aspire for a destination beyond just family, society, children, and life in general. To have an aspiration of serving Krishna in the spiritual world. Golok Vrindavan, Krishna Rasansara Koro Chadi Anachar. So, keeping Krishna in the center and having Krishna as the ultimate goal in Golok Vrindavan. So, that is something which is very unique. The spiritual world, the aspiration to go to the spiritual world. That is an aspiration we come across only after coming into this association of devotees in ISKCON. So that is known as Kutumba Saktamanasa. And so when Mahaprabhu was leaving for South India, he tells Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya, Ghare Krishna bhaji more kora ashirvade, Nilachale asijena tomara prasade. You have been worshipping Krishna at home, so you have the ability to bless me, that I return back. So Prabhupada says that a sannyasi is supposed to bless Grihastha, but sannyasi is seeking blessings of Grihastha. So Prabhupada says, Mahaprabhu gave equal rights to all, depending on not their position in Varnashrama, but on their intention and intensity of that intention in whatever position they may be in. Nilachale asijena tomar prasade. And therefore, we had two gentlemen who were from India. They were traveling in Canada. So their car, had a breakdown. So they were standing on the street looking for a lift, and one van came, it stopped. The van was being driven by a Canadian brahmachari in saffron, young boy, 24 years old, brahmachari with tilak and shikha and everything. So he saw these two men stranded, so he offered a lift. So they both jumped into the van, and they saw that the backside of the van was filled with books. So they turned to him and said, what are these books? And he said, this is Bhagavad Gita, as it is by Srila Prabhupada. So they were stunned, and they said, you are a young Canadian boy, 24 years. What inspires you to distribute Gita like this? We are from India. We have not seen such an inspiration among youth in India. So then he spoke about Prabhupada, he spoke about ISKCON, and then he also shared his breakfast prasadam with them. They were very pleased, and they left with very favorable impressions about ISKCON. This was in the early 80s. Fast forward 1995-96, His Holiness Gopal Krishna Goswami Maharaj had planned to open the Delhi ISKCON, Radha Parth Sarthi Mandir. And the devotees approached the Honorable Prime Minister at that time, Atal Bihari Vajpayee, and said, we want you to come for inauguration of this temple. And he said, I was traveling in Canada and I was stranded on the street along with one of my other colleagues, that was Shivraj Patil. And both of us were given lift by this young boy, and by seeing his behavior and dealings and by seeing his devotion to distribute these books, I am convinced that ISKCON is a very powerful bona fide organization. And so he came for the inauguration, and he was the first Prime Minister ever to visit ISKCON for an official inaugural function. So that happened because someone on the street somewhere demonstrated behavior and dealings as given in those literatures. So therefore, Kutumbasakta manasa means when a person appreciates that yes, Krishna in spiritual world is my goal and aspiration. We look at the entire creation as one's family. So therefore the aspiration to go to the spiritual world is also a great fortune. The third fortune is satsanga rahito martyo. The opportunity to have satsanga, access to satsanga is a great fortune. I am sure after 2 years of pandemic, every devotee has conviction about this statement. After going through satsang through Zoom for 2 years, people were hankering to come to the temple and associate in person. Because there is no comparison of kirtan in person and kirtan on Zoom. There is no comparison of katha in person and katha on Zoom, because on Zoom I don't know I am speaking to whom. Whether they are hearing or not. Video is off. You speak, you think like you are speaking in Brahma Jyoti. Black colored Brahma Jyoti. It's no rasa. So therefore, the satsanga of the Vaishnavas is that which creates the opportunity to transform. And so, satsangat muktatuh sango hatum na utsahate budhaha kirtyamano yashoyasya sakrit akarnya rochanam. Satsangat, from satsang, muktatuh sango. All negativities and bad habits are removed only by the power of satsanga. So therefore, that is the third fortune, satsanga. And fourth fortune is Briddha Seva Parichyuta, the opportunity to serve those who are advanced, more advanced than us in age, in bhakti, in divine qualities. If we get opportunities to serve more advanced devotees, then we are very fortunate. Right? And therefore, Kaviraj Goswami is demonstrating this consciousness. He is at the age of 95 and he is saying, Ami Briddha Jaratur Likhite ka Paekor Mana Kichu Smarane na hoye Na dekhiye nayane Na shuniye shravane Tabu likhi e bada vismay. I am extremely old. Entire body is racked with pain. Likhite kaapayakar, as I am writing, my hands are trembling. Manakichu smarane na hoy, I am not able to remember anything. Na dekhiye noyane, through my eyes I am not able to see. Na shuniye shravane, I am not able to hear anything. Tabu likhi, still I am writing. E bada vismay. This is astonishing. How is this happening? Chota bada bhaktagan Vando sabar Sri Charan Sabe more karah santosh Swarupa Gosair mata Rup Raghunath Janayata Tai likhi nahi moradosh. He says, I am able to do that because every devotee in this satsanga, whether they are small or big, chota, bada, bhaktagan. So I seek the blessings of all the devotees. One who is just connected, one who is initiated, and one who is fully surrendered. Sabe more karah santosh, may all of them be satisfied. And especially I am so fortunate that I have the blessings of Swarup, Rup, Raghunath, all of them, when such advanced devotees are there, that is our fortune. And therefore, when Rupa and Sanatan Goswami disappeared, after their disappearance, Jiva Goswami was feeling such pangs of separation. And he said, Shunyayate Mahagoshtham Girindro Ajagarayate Vyagratundayate Kundam Jivatu Rahitasya Me. He says, the 12 forests of Vrindavan appear to be like a dreary void. Shunyayate Mahagoshtham. The most worshipable Braj seems to be void, without great souls. Girindro Ajagarayate. I no longer have the privilege of serving Rupa and Sanatan. The entire huge Giriraj appears to be a python with its mouth wide open. Girindro Ajagarayate. Without Rupa and Sanatan to serve, Vyagratundayate Kundam. Radha Kund appears to be like a deadly tiger with its mouth wide open. Jivatu Rahitasya Me. And so I am feeling the pangs of separation from Rupa and Sanatan, unable to serve them. So therefore, the fortune of having Vaishnavas who are more advanced, either in age or in realization or in demonstration of divine qualities, is a great fortune. So therefore, these are the 4 symptoms of fortune which Ramananda Rai quotes. Mam Anaradya Dukkharta. The fortune of the opportunity to worship Krishna. Kutumba Asakta Manasa. The fortune of knowing about our original family from the spiritual world. The fortune of having association of devotees. And fourth, the fortune of getting the opportunity to serve souls who are greater than us, advanced than us, realized than us, having more divine qualities than us. This is the meaning of fortune. And so we have the divine presence of Shri Shri Radha Madhava, one who is the husband of the goddess of fortune. And therefore, as Krishna is leaving Vrindavan along with Akrura, the gopis give up all of their lajja, shame, and come on the streets, try to stop the chariot, openly demonstrating their affiliation, affection for Krishna. Evam bruvanam virahatura bhrisham vrajastriya Krishna vishakta lalasa visrijya lajja rurudusma susmaram govinda damo daramadhaveti. And so they say, visrijya lajja, giving up their shame. Rurudu, all of them start crying. And what they say? The one who gives pleasure to the senses, how can you not give pleasure to us, O Govinda? One who is bound by the devotee's love, O Damodar, why are you not getting bound by our love? O Madhava, the giver of fortune to Lakshmi, husband of the goddess of fortune, why you are leaving us in such an unfortunate state? And therefore, Akrura, in his prayers, he says that what is the power of the lotus feet of Madhava? the lotus feet of the husband of goddess of fortune, Madhava. Yadarchitam brahma bhavadi suraihi shriyaja devyam munayaja satvataihi gocharayananujaraischaradvane yat gopikanam kujagum kumankitam. That lotus feet of Madhava is being served by Brahma, Bhava, demigods, Shriyacha. The goddess of fortune is also hankering to serve that lotus feet. Munayahcha satvataihi, along with all the rishis and munis who are meditating on that lotus feet. But where is that lotus feet engaged in Braj? Gocharayana nucharaischaradvane. Those lotus feet of Madhava are serving the helpless, weak, mute calves. The calves who do not have anything to offer to Krishna. They cannot offer any power. They cannot add to Krishna's glories. They cannot add any Aishwarya. But Braj is the land of Madhurya. Gocharayana anusharaischaradvane yat gopikanam kuchakumkumankitam. And therefore the gopis are aspiring to place the dust of the lotus feet of Krishna upon their bodies. So therefore, the Srimad Bhagavatam begins with the cursing of Maharaj Parikshit, apparently a misfortune. But immediately that misfortune is translated into the greatest fortune by manifesting the presence of the Srimad Bhagavatam. And so, the Srimad Bhagavatam gives us the indication that real fortune is to be in such association, getting the opportunity to worship the Lord, aspiring to go to the Lord's family, and getting the opportunity to serve all of those Vaishnavas who are dear to the Lord. So I'm grateful to all of you who are here in ISKCON Attapur for having taken the responsibility of inviting and invoking the presence of Shri Shri Radha Madhav and creating the most wonderful ambience by which fortune can now arise in the life of all the souls in this area who wish to be connected to Shri Shri Radha Madhav and transform their lives. So thank you all again very much. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. So thank you all very much. Thank you very much, Gaurav, for wonderfully speaking on the fortune of the people in general. And we here at ISKCON Attapur, we are fortunate by the presence of Shri Shri Radha Madhav. And now we consider that we have now become fortunate of the fourth level we are speaking about, of getting association of advanced devotees. So on behalf of ISKCON Attapur, to thank once again with you by chanting once Hare Krishna Mahamantra. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Srila Gauranga Prabhu ki jai. Hare